Hey guys. Well, I have a different top video, as you can tell by the title. Um, I'm not real sure how to start it, so I'll just come out and do it. Okay, so first of all, I told you I wasn't quite sure how to start it, what to say. Okay, first of all, there is a lot of witches that we are all very aware of the Christian God, of the story of heaven, and the Bible. Most of us have read the Bible. I have. Um, I have thought about this for a long time in my own head before I just pretty much found confirmation of uh, what I have believed to be my whole life. Um, this subject could get really deep, you guys. That's why I'm like, because my brain's going 1,000 miles an hour about this stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna delve into it. Okay, all right. I don't know if any of you have ever read the book of Enoch or Enoch. Oh, I got all my little notes here. I haven't ever read it, to be honest. I have always intended on getting it just for the knowledge in it, just for another type of the story. Okay, first of all, I'm going to go back to the Bible. Okay. We all know that there were books left out of the Bible. Okay. Um, they were kept out by the church. Pretty much, this big stack of paper was given to, I don't even know which king it would have been. Then he's probably said, well, and back then it was the Roman Catholics that were pretty much had a monopoly on Christianity. Pretty much the only denomination at that time. And I'm talking thousands of years ago. This is even before the Romans. Well, the Romans were around, but you know what I'm trying to say. And so they took all these papers that, all these people had written. The apostles actually wrote after these were written. To make a long story short, they just picked and chose what fit their agenda, what they wanted mankind to know and study, and they were doing God's work by putting His word and His word only out. Okay. All right. So the book of Enoch is the book of the other lost books that were supposed to go in the Bible. And I've been doing some research on the web. Uh, I could make this like a 5-part series because there really is so much, but I'm going to let you do the rest of the studying. I'm just going to kind of touch on the point I'm trying to get across. Okay. So I'm sure, I don't even know if some of you knew that, okay, in the beginning, when there was the God and all the angels, right? Okay. Aside from the heavenly angels per se, like Michael and all them, um, there were angels called the Watchers. Okay. They were pretty much the ones that, well, they watched mankind. That's why they were called the Watchers. They were in charge of keeping mankind safe, and what have you. Now, this is where I get a little confused myself, because the name Samyaza comes in the picture. Honestly, I had never heard this name. Evidently, he was the leader of the Watchers. He was the head angel per se. Okay. And you'll see a lot of the coincidences, the irony in it, however you want to put it, because if you keep studying, now remember, these angels, the Watchers, after you read through it, you'll figure out that they are now considered the fallen angels. Okay, they're the ones that were thrown out of heaven. Now we all know about that. The Bible tells you about that. It says Lucifer was the one who rebelled. Satan, which you all should know that the word Satan means adversary. Okay, adversary of God. He was. So this is how the only way I can look at it to make it make sense to me. You have your one group of angels over here, your archangels that are like Michael and all the rest of them that sit next to God. You've got these other archangels over here that are the Watchers, that are, their specific job is to watch over mankind, to keep them safe and what have you. Okay, well, Samyaza, like I said, was the leader of the Watchers. Okay. Now, if you delve into the other religions and like the Mayans, the Egyptians, the other cultures, he appears in every one of them, but he's got different names, and there were so many that I just didn't write any of them down. You can research them. He's called a bunch of different things in a bunch of different nationalities and languages. One is Azza, Azza. Now, here's where it starts getting a little tricky. Okay, now, who do we know the adversary of the God, the Christian God was? It was Lucifer, right? Which is now the Christian church renamed him Satan, which I said means adversary, and that's probably why they named him that. He was the adversary of God. Okay, now we've all learned, right, that Lucifer was the angel, the head angel of all these other rebellious angels, right? And so they were all thrown out of heaven. Okay. Okay, it goes straight from there to Satan and his angels being thrown out. Okay, but it doesn't say anything about what happened in between. Now, there are a few places in the Bible that the Nephilim is brought up. The ones that were half angel, half man, uh, demigods. Okay, there's demigods. When you look at my favorite Greek mythology, um, there's demigods all over the place. Hercules. You know them all. They're just a whole bunch of them. And hang on a sec. Okay, well, and the story of how the demigods came about. They were uh oh crap. I'm sorry. Nobody ever calls me until I get on here. Um okay, done. Okay, so this is the part that happened in between the fall, evidently. Okay, because you have um, all these angels, these watchers, and Samyaza decides one day, okay, well, that woman looks pretty good. I think I want to, sleep with her. Okay, before all that happened, I'm trying to put this go in order here, but I get too excited because it's really new info for me, and I will study about this for days now. And the serpent came to Eve. We all know that to have been per se Satan or Lucifer. Okay, uh, he was one of the watchers, but it gets kind of confusing, and even they say, Lucifer and Samyaza could be the same uh, individual. Um, he is also called Azza, which even the left-hand path, if any of you are ever on the left-hand path, Azazel or Azazel, however you want to pronounce it. Some people say that Lucifer and Azazel are the same. Okay. So have we got three different names for the same angel? We have Samyaza, we have Azazel, and Lucifer. Uh, so I mean that is just one of the things that you have to figure out for yourself. It's really quite interesting. But anyway, all these um, all these watchers came down to earth and slept with the mortal women. Um, which we all know, if you watch any Greek show, whatever, you have your demigods, which is because um, one of their parents is an actual god. Um, I use Hercules as an example a lot. It just comes right off to the top of my head. But there were many, many, many of them back then. And they were also um, giants, not uh, uh, necessarily the like Hercules in them, but the giants. Okay, it gets pretty interesting. Y'all just have to figure it out for yourself. I'm trying not to tell you every single thing, but a little bit of it. it's also said that this Samyaza is the one who revealed the secrets of the arcana. It actually says the arcana. As we know in tarot, we have the major arcana and so on. Uh, he revealed the arcana and magic, the use of herbs and stuff like that to mankind. Um, Also, Lucifer um, was pretty much the angel of Lot. Um, when you go over to Greek mythology, okay, who stole uh, Lot and the lightning and the fire from the gods and gave to man? It was Prometheus, right? This is why I'm telling y'all, in every culture, in every mythology, um, you're looking at pretty much the same entities. They're just called something different. They have a different name. You just have to see the relevance and Prometheus and in Samyaza. Okay, because that's what he did. He gave the information, the forbidden information, to man, as far as the secrets of heaven, especially Solomon. Okay, now everybody knows we have the Book of Solomon. Solomon's the one that actually um, summoned and named all the then demons, which were just actually the fallen angels um, of this troop. This is why we know Lucifer as Satan, as the head of the fallen angels, which are now considered demons, or called, the daemon. Um, this is what makes me wonder if Samyaza isn't just another name for Lucifer, because even when they were described in the book of Enoch as serpents, these watchers, okay, dragon type serpents. So, and what was it that appeared to Eve in the garden and told her, eat of that tree, and you will gain the knowledge. Um, so this makes you think that, and it specifically states he handed man the knowledge of herbs and stuff like that. Um, so all these fallen angels are supposedly the fathers of these giants and the Nephilim, which would be the demigods. Um, Now, of course, God himself is up there extremely mad. All this is going on. So he tells Michael, go round them up and throw them pretty much into hell. He created hell just for them. So then you have the war between the angels take place. He says that, and destroy their children for 70 years. 70 generations is what it says. In other words, wipe them out. Wipe out the demigods, the giants, all the descendants of these watchers. I have never heard them called the watchers, but evidently those are the ones that rebelled against God. Let's see. After he sent Michael to throw them in. Supposedly, that's when he decided to flood the earth, was to get rid of any leftovers or riffraff, save Noah and his family. So you think this is actually, they were actually going on for a long time, weren't they? Because there was a lot of time go by between Eve in the Garden of Eden when the serpent first spoke to her to when the flood happened, and you have Noah. Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. I'm on a roll here. I found a whole new topic that interested me. It's okay. So anyway, that's a really long time between that time and the time of Noah and the flood, right? Even in the Bible, you can read through there, and there's generations and generations. Um, but also, um, Samyaza is evidently the one that gave Solomon all his wisdom, revealed to him all the secrets of the arcana and stuff like that. And of course, that made him the wisest man on earth because he had the knowledge, that sort of knowledge. Um, Now, it's also said that Sam Samyaza and Azazel, okay, are suspended. They're not in hell per se. They are suspended uh, between the earth, the realms. Okay, they're they're suspended between heaven and earth. Okay, we have our three. We have the heavens, we have the earth, and we have the underworld. Um, Azazel and Samyaza are suspended there. Uh, some people may say that Samyaza and Azazel are the same being also, because I mean, think what in another language, Samyaza is called Aza. I think that's in India, in the Hindu religion part. Uh, you just have to read up on it. Uh, what's been said that angels and demons are basically the same coin but different sides. Yeah. The thing is, they were all on one side and they had their, specific jobs. And then that's why I'm doing this video, because the book of Enoch, sorry, tells the whole story. And that's how come the Catholics took all those other books out, because they didn't want people knowing what else there was. They just put in the Bible what they wanted people to read and believe. But it's just I'm gonna get the Book of Enoch and I'm gonna read it. I've been saying that for years, but I just have never done it. But that's what I've always said. In every mythology, whether it be the Greeks, the Egyptians, whoever you study, I've said this on my videos before. I think they're the same gods, goddesses. They're just called something different, and this even proves it, because Lucifer being the light bearer, and then in Greek mythology, you've got Prometheus, which is the one who stole fire and light from the gods and gave it to man, showed him the secret of that. The bearers of light. It all intertwines, and it's really interesting. Let me see if I forgot here. I said Michael earlier too, and I'm sorry, that was wrong. It wasn't Michael that God called and said get rid of him. It was Gabriel. He told Gabriel to go and round up the other angels and destroy these watchers, which we now know as the daemon. I had never heard the name Samyaza before. So I instantly jumped on that. I was like, wow. And I'm telling you, if you start reading up on it, all you really have to do is go online and type in uh, who is Samyaza, and it starts pulling all this stuff up. You can read it all yourself. It's really interesting, um, and that's spelled Samyaza, Samyaza. Uh, okay, I think I've got it all that down here. I'm checking my little notes here. Um, so the Bible, does it not kind of skip right to the point? It kind of takes all this in between stuff out, and it puts all this occurring in the Garden of Eden, right? But that's not when it occurred. Okay, it occurred much later, um, because Adam and Eve wasn't around when these demigods were. You never hear of Adam and Eve when Hercules and the Trojan War and all that's taking place, because they're not there. Uh, Prometheus, we all know about him. But anyway, you really need to read it. I think so. Just to have that little other part of it, because everybody that's read the Bible knows that there's got to be the in between. Um, Something had to go on here for this to happen, and as I said, they just picked and chose which books they wanted in the Bible, whatever the church approved. Um, and then somebody else found all these other texts and put them all together in the book of Enoch. So I'm really interested. Y'all need to read that book and tell me what you think, or tell me what you think about, because I had never heard of Samyaza before. So to me, that was really extremely interesting. And then the fact that they are described as dragons, just like nobody, back in your old mythological movies, you see these dragons flying around, and everybody wonders if they ever really existed. Well, there you have it. The Watchers were dragons. They're described as serpents with wings. It's a dragon. Um, so there you have that. Now, I've just barely touched on it because I want y'all to be able to go through there and read up on it yourself, because I'm not really good at. I leave things out sometimes on purpose and sometimes on accident, but it's very interesting. And I'll after I get done here, I'll probably go back and read more on it. And my friend is going to buy me the Book of Enoch. I'm not talking good today. I'm a little tired, but Lady Blind Wolf, are you still there? Hello. But yeah, anyway, it talks about even the Egyptians having their own name for him. And it just makes me wonder if they're not all the same. If you've got Samyaza, um, there's another angelic name for him. It's something like Il, the last, like you have Samael. Oh, well, thank you. It's something like that. It ends something like that. I heard it, but I can't remember what it was, and I wasn't quick enough to write it down. But it makes me wonder if they're not all the same. If Azazel and Lucifer, Satan, Samyaza, if it's not all the same being. But as soon as I get that book and I read it, have you ever read the book of Enoch, Lady Blind Wolf? I believe that the Egyptians called Hecate. Well, and also if you study that the Egyptian pantheon, the goddesses. Okay, you remember um, there was a time in history, and I forget who did it. It was one of the kings, or I can't remember. They didn't want women to have power, so they actually went through and destroyed all the female statues of the goddesses. There were no more female goddesses. If you study the Egyptian people, yes, there was a man, a male, uh, that was the god of magic, and his name was Heka, Heka. So I had already believed that that was actually Hecate, but they gave her a male. They changed her, from female to male because they didn't want the women. They had too much say, I guess you could say. So they did. They destroyed all the statues of the female goddesses, and just left the gods. So that could very easily be where Heka came from, the male. And Hecate, I mean, her name, a lot of her, there's so many different ways to pronounce her name. Hecate, Heket, Heka. Of course, Heka would be the male pronunciation. So that's who I think that whenever you hear Heka and they say he did this and he did that and he was the god of magic, and but remember Hecate was a member of the original gods. She was with the primordial gods. She's the daughter of the king and queen of the primordial gods. And Zeus had her join them because she actually went against her own family and helped the Olympians win the war against her own mom and dad. Yeah, I'm really going to have to double down and start studying about Hecate and start really working on listening and working with her instead. To Martha. Yeah. They're a lot alike. And, I'm not too sure that, she's not the same. It's just Santa Muerte is the Spanish, and Hecate was the Greek. I'm telling you, the more you dive into this stuff, the more these gods and goddesses are the same. They're just named something different in a different culture. Even Norse, even the Norse pantheon. It really makes you wonder, don't it? It's really neat. Um, and I meant to go into that a lot more, but I just want to put a feather in your hat, and y'all can study all that yourselves because, like I said, if I actually went into every detail of it, I could make this a 5-part series. Actually, in Aztec culture, there was a male and female goddess of death there. Yeah, that's another one. Uh, Samyazel or Yazel, is also mentioned in Chichen Itza, in all the secrets of Chichen Itza. Um, I forget. I forget what they called him. She's really starting to panic over her following. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Well, and I'm telling you, uh, the Christian religion, um, as a whole, is a beautiful religion per se. If it was like it was meant to be. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to stream it because I wanted to do like a video on the correlation between Hecate and Santa Muerte. Yeah, that'd be cool. Be something different. Um, I don't know. I mean, you could sit and think about this, forever, and I don't even know that. Um, that was an epiphany for me. I was like, wow. Of course, here I go, typing and writing, and um, anyway, yeah, the Christian religion is a wonderful religion. It's not unlike the witches are. In all honesty, I mean, the Christian God teaches for to be nice and help each other and take care of the earth and its animals, and I mean, that's the religion I was raised in. My grandmother was a devout Christian, and it's not unlike what we believe in our craft, how witches, the true witches, are. We are some of the most caring and giving people and want to take care of everybody and everything. And, um, but then it's the people, and it's the same in any religion. Um, just like with us, we have some people that identify as witches that really make the rest of us look bad. Some of the crap they say and do, or, I just don't think they're real witches, but um, that's neither here nor there. They can get on and ramble all they want. Um, if you're a true witch, people just know it. You know, it's like if you're a true Christian, they just know it. Um, just like with anything else, religion is all came about. Not saying that there's no gods and blah blah blah. That's not what I'm about to say. So nobody start blasting me. Um, the Christian religion pretty much scares people into believing the way they believe. That's what I don't like about it. I don't like thinking, okay, well, if I don't follow this God, I'm going to burn in hell forever. Also, I was reading up on Danu, and she is also keep her keys in the Celtic tradition, just like I could play and say, yeah, that's what I was saying. There are so many correlations between all these gods and goddesses. If you'll notice, in the main gods and goddesses in every pantheon have the same jobs, right? You've got your top god. He's usually got a wife. You've got their children, and one's the goddess of love and beauty, just like Aphrodite, and she be called something different in the other pantheons. The queen of the gods, in the Greek it would be Hera. Um, in others, let's see what Freya, is it Freya? That's a god, the top goddess in Norse. I'm not real good on Norse um, stuff. Oh, the Kravitz hole. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm telling y'all, this right here just fascinated me. I mean, I'm going to be on this for a while. Um, because I mean, everybody, like I said, knows the story in the Bible about the angels separating. They separate and then they go to war, and of course, Satan or Lucifer gets thrown out, and then now they're called demons or the daemon. Um, I had just never heard the name Samyaza. Yeah, I did that video about Loki and how a lot of people with PTSD work with him because he just had a disability. Yeah, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of correlations. I'm telling you. Well, hi, Shelly. Hi, sweetheart. You'll have to watch the front of the video about what I've been talking about. Right now, I'm talking about the book of Enoch that I'm about to get and read. I mean, it just opens up a whole big umbrella, doesn't it? I mean, seriously. I have found more knowledge. I love it. I'm glad to see you too. I was really glad to get that text from you the other day too. I had been worried about you. Uh, but I mean, what do y'all think about that? Like I said, the Bible itself skipped all that. It skipped and I had heard of the demigods and how they came about, and I didn't realize that they all derived from the Watchers, from the fallen angels. Oh, by the way, I did a video earlier and I've been meaning to try and upload. I actually. Hey, Dan. No, I'm not. But thank you. Dan is the one, guys, that's going to get me that book because I was talking to him about it. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's pretty neat. Just what I read online, real quick. Yeah, that's right up my alley. There is. There's a whole book. That's what the Book of Enoch is. If you're a good girl. Well, I guess I ain't going to get it then because I ain't ever a good girl. I'm good enough, though. I'm so glad to see you, Shelly. Um, so what do y'all think about that? It all intertwines, don't it? And the Christian God evidently got really mad at these angels. Um, First of all, you're told that they were supposed to treat mankind, uh, pretty much worship man, and they were like, "No, I'm not going to." Half of them did. So, I mean, how do you basically put a lot of stuff in storage in your box in your room for accidentally putting there, and I don't know what's going to happen. What? You must have talked too fast in your phone, Lady Blindwolf, because I didn't understand a damn thing you just said. had to basically put a lot of stuff in storage in your box in your rooms or accidentally put there, and I don't know what's going to happen. They wound up, oh, what if following a continuance, so we'll know on the 17th what we're going to, oh man. Well, try to remember, like I always do, that when shit goes down like that, it's, it may be for your own good. I don't know. I know it's a pain in the butt. I still miss my house. I was content and happy, and it just all blew up. All of it does, but it seems like that Christians don't see it that way. No, they don't. They are and I'm not bashing Christians, don't get me wrong. They just take it at face value, and the book teaches them, do not question, just go do as I say, pretty much. Some people have said that, in fact, Odin was actually Jesus, and they could be. Every other pantheon, the gods are the same, except in Christianity. Well, now you look at the Catholicism now, okay? You have all the saints, you have Mary, Christian religion, Hera, Greek, Freya, Norse. Because Owen basically lost an eye and had to hang from a tree for a while. Yeah, the crucifixion. And see, supposedly, I mean, you have to look at it this way, Jesus would have been a demigod, right? He was the son of God, and his mother, Mary, was immortal. So Jesus would have been a demigod. And Hel was actually the daughter of Loki and Odin. Helen and Hel was actually the daughter of Loki and Odin, sent her there to be in charge of the world of the dead. She was half human, half corpse. See, I don't study Norse mythology. I mean, I know the main gods and goddesses, and some of my friends that follow it. I learned a little bit from them, but I don't know enough about it to say nada. I believe in the Muslim religion, Jesus is actually a prophet and not a god. Yeah. Well, it depends on how you look at it. I mean, he would have been considered a demigod. It is said that Santa Muerte is actually like the dead version of Mary. Because in Aztec, there was a male and female goddess of death. Yeah. Yeah, there is in every pantheon. And then some people say it's Hecate. Well, since Persephone is the wife of Hades, then I guess she would be the queen of hell. But Hecate has rule over half of it. And Hades gave her that rule because she saved Persephone. Oh, thank you. It's not mine, but I've been told there's a set of dishes up there I can have. I don't know if I can still have them, but I've been told I could. But yeah, I mean, it's like you said, Lady Blind Wolf. It's a rabbit hole you can dive into and be down in it for hundreds of years. And just like any other religion, it's it's how people, what's my word I'm looking for? Represent it. Um, I've met some Christians that I just adore. And when I meet someone, I don't go, okay, what religion are you? If you're Christian, I'm not gonna like you. If you're Muslim, I'm not gonna like you. I don't do that crap. Not at all. I like you because I like you, because you're a good person, because you help people, whatever. That's why I like you. It doesn't have anything to do with what religion you are. But once they find out I'm a witch, they don't like me. It's like, oh no, no, I might get struck down. Lightning might hit me if I'm standing by you. Come on. Norse mythology, there is no male god of death. Oh, her name's Hela. Well, hey, Lady Witch. Long time no see. Good to see you too. I ain't been on here in a while. Up until the other night, I finally got a video out. I just hadn't felt good and hadn't felt like it. We're on a major topic today. I'm brainstorming. See what happens when I sit here too long and think? And I have to bring y'all into it. Yeah. But I'm getting that book and I'm going to read it. And then I'm going to have y'all, none of y'all have ever read it? And I hear some witches, I'm not going to do that and I'm not going to do this. Well, I'm sorry, but that's closed-minded. I want to be well-rounded. I want to be able to discuss anything. I want to learn anything. I want that knowledge, or at least a little bit of all of it, so I can come to better conclusions, or figure things out for myself the best way I can anyway. Yeah. I always wondered where the giants and stuff like that came in, but I mean, if you read, if you study up on it, it'll tell you that the Watchers um, are the fathers of the Nephilim. Yes, Lady Witch and I had a bonding experience over Miss Batshit. Oh yeah, learning and understanding doesn't automatically mean practicing. Yep, that's true. You're absolutely right. Um, it all factors in. I mean, yes, the Christian religion, basically the Catholics, um, Catholicism, uh, are the ones that went around killing all the witches. And what's odd is from the beginning of time, from as far back, I mean, even the stories of Medea, uh, and in mythology, uh, witches are mentioned so far back, it's pathetic. What do you do? Oh, I miss you. You always make me laugh. But I mean, it all factors in. It's the people, as I said, that represent the religion. I mean, honestly, guys, real witches, the good, witches in general are good people. I'm sorry. And I'm not just saying that because I am a witch. I'm saying that because most of us are out for the best of anything that we can do for anybody, the earth, the animals. We just want peace and to take care of things, and um, we can get mad too, you know. And we seem to be the ones that everybody despises, you know. I don't get it. One thing I've learned is that we are far more alike than we are different. So many core beliefs. Exactly. That is the point I'm trying to make. But it's the people. Now, not all Christians. I've like I said, I've met some wonderful Christians. My grandmother, guys, was I just I miss her so bad. Very much a Christian, and my whole family are Christians. On that side, and um, they were just wonderful people. They would not ever put you down. Now, my grandmother would not have allowed one of my witch books in her house. I'll tell you that. It would not have been allowed. And it was her house, and by gosh, she didn't want it there. And so I respected her enough not to bring them in her house or even talk about it when I was around her out of respect. I have a sign that says, I have no problem with Jesus. It's his fan. Oh, I love it. Yeah, you're right. It's his fan club that, he cannot, if the Christian God I grew up with and grew to know, um, is what I was taught. He is not very happy with some of these people that claim to be Christians. I mean, I'm not going to mention a name, but there's one dude out there, hi, Lady Blind Wolf, that is just freaking. He's crazy. He's absolutely batshit crazy. I mean, he's the type of person that could start a whole new religious war, you know, and that's dangerous. Another Jim Jones and all them other crazy asses, and always judge others who don't feel, think, and act the same the way. And sorry, but yep, that's true. And a lot of victim mentally in the Christian religion. Yep. Hi, Dan. You back? You want one what? Pick one, but I bet you're talking about the tarot cards under the shavings guy. Oh, I love you to death. Lady Witch. Jesus sign. I remind y'all here now, he's a Satanist. He actually got an altar up now, though. Doing some etchings and some marble, and he's doing all kinds of stuff. Okay, so who's to say, y'all, that witches aren't demigods and goddesses? Huh? Am I going too far there? I am a goddess. Just ask me, I'll tell you. I've had people say to me, because I'm a witch, they feel they have to save me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Says, well, you don't have to save me from going there because there ain't one. And he would love my t-shirt. Not today, Jesus. Aw. Yes, I knew you were going to say that. So how are all y'all going to buy the book of Enoch now? Enoch? I'm not talking right today. I'm doing a video, Robert. Okay. Yes, sir. I had to paint my own, didn't I? So y'all are going to get the book too? I wish y'all would get it. Everybody read it, and then we can discuss it. Do a little book, oral book report. Dan, I'll look that up when I get off here, okay? Because I wanted to hurry up and hop on here and maybe catch some people before they went to bed. Carla was on here the other day. Hadn't got to talk to her in a while either. Okay. Book club. Just this one book, Shelley. Or I guess I can get it and come on here and do reading time. I'll read to y'all. Oh, I hate that. I hate being read to. She's good. I tell you, and Lady Blind Wolf and I talked about this here a while back. All of us, it's not just, I probably can't say this. I'm not supposed to talk about it on YouTube, but the pandemic that went around, it's not just that. I mean, a lot of the witches are just really having a really hard time with shit right now. Book and witch club combined. Yeah. Tarot card pulls I miss from you. Well, Shelly, I can anytime you want me to read for you, all you have to do is ask. You've got my phone number. I'm kind of in a Valiant book club at the moment. Oh. With everything that I've got going on right now. I know. Yeah, and as far as Carla, she, bless her heart, she's had some rough shit go on too, man. Her and her husband both. I'll tell you what, though, especially Virgos, Dan, I know you're Virgo. I don't know what the rest of you are. It's our time. The first of the year. Man, I'll tell you, I can use it. Well, that's what the cards say. That's why I mentioned the audio book. Oh. Dara, I can send you the link to that page and you can send it to Dan and he can message my sister and ask her how much a t-shirt would be. Mailing stuff like that. Okay. Okay, you do that. Yeah, Thor says hi. Hi, Thor. Yeah, I was hoping I'd get on here early enough that Carla could come on. The way y'all could all talk to her also. But yeah, I mean, once I read that book, then I'll discuss it more. It's going to be really interesting. I've known all along that there were things that were left out. It just didn't make enough sense. It skips around too much. Who, Carla or Lady Blindwolf? I know you never talked to Lady Witch or Shelley. Yeah. Shelley's the one that sent me that blanket for Christmas that year. Or I don't know if it was for Christmas. She just sent me a blanket. Carla, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's been with me since I started. Yeah. Yeah, Shelley was telling me too that, she's even had some bad stuff go on. It just seems like everybody. I'll tell you what, I should really hope next year's better for me. God, this one was bad. And half the last one wasn't very good either. Yeah, you see. Yeah. Can you hear it? I mean, is it loud enough to bother? I'm going through the dark night of the soul. Oh, if you have time, read the books removed by the Council of Nicaea. We'll put a lot of the plot holes in the Bible in a more sensible light. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, getting the book of Enoch. Let me write that down though. Uh, okay, so what's the actual name of the book, Lady Witch? Like, is it a series? Is it more than one book? But reading the books removed by the Council of Nicaea. Okay, Dan. Is that not the book of Enoch, Lady Witch? Is that the same? Are we talking about the same one, or is it a different book? Is there another book out that has missing books of the Bible? Because, like I said, it goes straight from the Garden of Eden when they get thrown out to the issue between Cain and Abel. And then it goes on, so and so begat so and blah, blah, blah. And then before you know it, we're having a flood. And there's never any mention of what happens in between all that. And that's where the Watchers come in. I'll talk to Lady Witch all the time. We're a messenger group together. Oh, yeah? I haven't gotten to talk to her in a while. This is the first time I've talked to her in quite a while. I don't know if there's an entire book, but it's all the Gospels removed from the Bible, like the Gospels. So it's like the book of Enoch. That's exactly what the book of Enoch is. The missing books of the Bible. I don't know about the Gospel of Mary. I mean, I don't know what the books are called. I haven't gotten the book yet. Well, the book of Enoch is an entire book of all the different books of the Bible and information that's missing out of it. Unless it maybe just be that one book, you think? I don't know. I haven't got it yet. I'm gonna get it. So I don't know. Have you ever read it, Lady Witch? The Book of Enoch? And had you ever heard of Samyaza? I guarantee y'all look up Samyaza, and there's many different names, and in different cultures he's called something different, but it's spelled Samyaza, and it is also spelled like Shamyaza, but just go with Samyaza, it'll get you there. It's really interesting. I had never heard of him, but some people will say that Samyaza and Lucifer are the same person. Because if you think back what the Bible teaches, Lucifer was the top angel, or the he took the lead of the angels that were tossed out of heaven, right? Well, this teaches that Samyaza is the top angel of the Watchers, which the Watchers would have been the ones that had access to the mortal women, the human women. Really quite interesting. And then when God found out that they were sleeping with these women, well, he was not happy. And that's when he hollered at Gabriel and said, "Get rid of them, all of them." And they went to war. They had a civil war in heaven. So, Lady Witch, the book of Enoch is just one specific book out of a bunch of different books that are missing. See, I'm going to have to research that too. I would love for everybody to read that book, and we can all come on here and discuss it. I'll get a My God, I just went blank. What's his name? Come on here and show me how to put everybody on video together on here. Or at least the ones that read the book. I'm brain dead tonight, guys. Yes, it's basically a text where the other ones were dismissed by a group of bishops as unimportant. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There we all know and have known for a very long time that there's a bunch of books that were taken out of the Bible. So the book of Enoch is a book by itself, and then there's a book with all the other ones in it. What did you say it was called? The name of the book? I'll write it down. Well, and I don't even know that they thought it was just unimportant. What it was going against what they decided that they wanted people to know about God and about um, the before times. Anything that they thought made the Bible look bad or any bad, I think they just took it out. Well, you don't have to go through all that. It's okay. But I mean, I don't even know the names of the other books. Would you say the Gospel of Mary? Gospel of the Apostles? Well, now there's apostles in the New Testament. Acts, Apostles, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Acts, Apostles to the Romans, yeah. Hebrews, Titus, Philemon. Believe it or not, I can name them. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. What's weird is when I went to vacation Bible school when I was a little girl, we actually learned a song that named all the New Testament books, Bible books. Okay, write it over here. Need a bigger sheet of paper. I don't think my sticky note's going to work with that one. Bible books of the first century. Removed by the council. Let's say N-I-C Nicaea Nicaea. Okay. Aiden, yeah. Don't you tell him, he'll kill me. I told y'all that's just the way my brain is, man. Nowadays. And I have days that are worse than others. Everything leaves me all at once. If your notes are like mine, oh, I know. You gotta see all this crap. I just jot stuff. Well, you can't see that. I just sloppily had all this whole video on these little sticky notes. But also, too, y'all think about this. everybody wonders if dragons really ever existed. Well, I guess they did, because it describes uh, Samyaza as a winged serpent. Now, what's a winged serpent? A dragon. And that makes even more sense because the watchers were of the serpent nature. And it was the serpent that appeared to Eve in the Garden of Eden. So was that Lucifer, or was it Samyaza? Or is Samyaza and Lucifer one and the same, along with Azazel? Something to thought about. I think it's interesting as hell. Yeah. So witchcraft was actually passed down by Samyaza. Because it very plainly states that he gave the secrets of the arcana. Now, what do we know the arcana is? The major books, the major arcana, or the arcana, the majors in the tarot. And then he's the one that went and gave Solomon all this knowledge and made him the smartest man on earth. Okay, now let's get into that discussion, because if you read the book of Solomon, um, he very plainly tells you how to summon each demon. He actually studied this, went and spoke with these demons, summoned them himself just to make sure that it worked. So at that time, then Samyaza would have been considered one of the daemon, right? Because he was right along with Lucifer and all them when they all got cast out. If Samyaza and Lucifer aren't one and the same. And then some people will say that Lucifer and Azazel, or yeah, they're all three the same person or same entity. Actually, Aiden went live on Christmas Eve. He had a few too many. It was hilarious. I started watching that, or I thought I was. I logged onto it, and it blocked me. Like, whenever you go on, like some people I watch have a Patreon, and some of their videos are for Patreon only, and so whenever you try to log on to it, it'll just flash up a screen saying this video something something. That's what his did, so I couldn't watch it. I watched the one before that, though. They're about. So y'all gonna get the book? Answer me. No, he's not. No, he's one of the hierarchy in the demons. Yeah. I'm not real good with the left hand path. I mean, I know a few of them and all that, but I'm not left hand path. And I just really know them. I mean, I've known the names of demons forever because, the way I was raised, but oh, that's right, Shelley. You are with Lucifer, aren't you? Okay. I wish I could get you on here and you could talk because I have a question. I hate for you to have to do all the typing, but um okay, so you have people that uh are Luciferian. Do you identify as Luciferian or do you just work with him here and there and not the other demons? Aries witchcraft, she's been in the left hand path for a lot of years. I can ask her more. I have to get it now. I have to know about Jared. Jared. Who's Jared, Lady Witch? Am- is that what you've been doing? Is over there looking that up? I love you. Go on her YouTube channel and ask her. I think she works with us up. Well, so does the Blue Witch. But Azazel is one of the hierarchy demons. He's not low level. There you go. See, Shelley knows. She mentioned uh Billy Owl. Hecate. The Trident, yeah. You watch the Blue Witch, don't you, Shelley? I mostly work with Santa Morte, and she's told me I also need to work with Hecate, so try and learn more about Hecate. I can't believe all this time watching me, you don't know that much about Hecate. That's all I talk about. I'm telling you, get ready though if you start studying her because there's so much. There's so much. I thought you did because y'all are on the same path. Hecate is our mother. Yep, she sure is. It is said that Lucifer fell before the creation of earth and Samyaza fell during the birth of Jared. Huh? Now I have to find out what that means. Me too, because I did not hear any of that on everything I just listened to. There go okay, you can go on YouTube. Y'all write this down. On YouTube, the documentary that I was watching it's under Ancient Aliens dot dot the Satan conspiracy, and it mentions all that. It's a lot better than having to go through and read and all that. And who is Jared? Fell before the creation of earth. And Sam. Well, he couldn't have fell before the creation of earth. Well, I guess he could have. Where in the hell did you read that? Oh my. I don't even know who Jared is. Nobody mentioned a Jared in everything I read and just watched. You would go and throw a wrench in, Yeah, though I'm really new to the whole deity thing. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was on Cora. So I am taking it with a grain of salt. Okay. Yeah, he's mentioned in a lot of different texts in a lot of different religions. The Muslim religion even mentions him. I've only been working with a deity for about 2 years, so it's new to me, and it seems like it has somewhat of a different energy than some Morte does. Yeah. Well, it depends on how Hecate comes to you. I mean, she can be very gentle at times, and you damn sure know when she's not happy with you, though, or aggravated at you, because the whole room shifts, man. I know. I will be jumping in the rabbit hole every night. I already know it. That's what I said, Lady Witch. Woo! Yay! Another rabbit hole to go down. Uh, I'm getting the book though. I'm going to read the book of Enoch. In fact, I had it in my Amazon cart along with about 6 other books here a while back. But I'll fill my cart up and then I'll go through it and say, no, I don't need that. And then eventually I'll say, I don't need none of it. I can't afford none of it. So I'll leave it sitting there. But they're there in case I want to pick one out. I decide I can buy a book. I'm kind of excited. I mean, it's something I don't know anything about. I mean, I've always heard of the Book of Enoch, but but whenever I started hearing about it, and all of a sudden that just popped up too. That had to have been Hecate. She'll say, here, daughter, you're bored. Study this. And she'll throw something at me. But yeah, I had never heard of Samyaza. And he's another one. That's why they think Samyaza and Azazel are the same being too, because he's also called Azza in another uh, whatever you call it, another religion / Azazel. So some people think that they're the same. Some people think that Samyaza and Lucifer are the same, because it's saying that Samyaza was the top angel of the Watchers. Well, uh, when you hear the story, Lucifer's not even mentioned, so you would think that Lucifer and Samyaza are the same. I don't know. I'll start by listening to it here on YouTube, and if I decide I need, I will get a hand copy. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's the one on YouTube just talks about Samyaza introducing him to me because like I said, I had never heard that name. It's pretty cool though. Lucifer is Samael, kind of close to Samyaza. You're saying Lucifer and Samael are the same? See, I didn't know that. I thought they were two different people. Oh, wow. Well, and also in that YouTube thing I just gave you to watch, it said the angelic name of uh, Samyaza. I just didn't catch it and to write it down. My phone was going off and I was texting while I was trying to listen and I missed it because they said his angelic name. I just don't remember what it was. Heliel. Heliel. See, I just had never heard of him. Not even that name. Heliel. Or maybe I have and just forgot all about it. I don't know. But like you said, it's going to be a fun rabbit hole. I'm looking forward to it. Can you imagine though, guys, back in them days when all hell was breaking loose and the Bible was being written and the Catholic Church took these books and created what we now know as the Bible and left those others out. They had to have hidden them. They didn't destroy them. They just hid them. And it makes you wonder who found them and what they had to go through to protect that sort of thing. So it would come to light and, thousands of years later. Too many L's for me to remember them all. It was la. La. The angel la. It's really pretty interesting. Just like the whole thing of Hecate being actually, she was one of the primordial goddesses. I mean, her mom and dad, Perseus and Asteria were her parents, and they were like the top gods in the primordial kingdom before the Olympians, Zeus and etc. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Definitely, I must read. Like I said, I had about 6 books, and I think the Book of Enoch was one of them in my cart. Here we go. Kid gave crack to the cats. That's funny. Yeah, I sure didn't know that Samael and Samyaza were. Now, it never mentioned Samael, but it did mention Azazel. I mean, in that YouTube video, it'll say, because he's also called Azazel in one of the cultures. So I don't know. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Lexi. Here's my Lexi. Her come to say hi. Speaking of cats. Yeah, Cindy Brandon's got a new book coming out too. The first of the year that I'm gonna get. I think it's called Entering Hecate's Cave. I made treats for my cats. I had them on the stove to cool off, and the boogers ate them all. 78 treats, just gobbled them down like they hadn't eaten it. Oh, wow. Didn't have catnip in them, did they? You'll have cats bouncing off your walls. That's funny. There she is. Tuna and catnip. Yeah, you ain't going to get no sleep tonight. Lexi, Shelly said hello. She's a mess. Tuna and catnip. Mama. So, Lady Witch, have you read the Lesser Key of Solomon? I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it, but it says in that video that uh, Samyaza is the one that gave that knowledge to Solomon. Now, in the Bible, it says that God directed him, told him to summon them, and gave him um, what it took to settle them down, tame them. I guess you is the best way I can put it. Yes, I have. I work with the goetic spirits. Oh, cool. I've never had catnip that I'm aware of. Oh, wow. I get those treats that have they're catnip flavored. When I first read the Lesser Key of Solomon, I thought, wow, I can't believe a man of God, uh, or that's how I always knew him. He was like God's right hand dude, and here he is conversing with demons and all that. I mean, it amazes me that he wasn't punished for cohorting with them, as I guess you could say. I think it's because that during the day, those two, and I'll have to sit in the car from basically 8:45. Oh, what do you mean you have to sit in the car all day like that? During the day, those two and I have to sit in the car from basically 8:45 till 4:30. Why? Is that what you meant to say? That you have to sit in the car all day like that? But yeah, anyway, I'm definitely getting that book. And yeah, that really confused me whenever they said that Lucifer, Azazel, and Samyaza are all the same person. I was like, what? And it also states that Samyaza and Azazel are in Middle Earth, or not Middle Earth, they're between heaven and earth. It doesn't say they're in hell, or what, the Bible calls hell. I guess it could be called Tartarus, whatever. Actually, Tartarus is a chamber below hell, as far as the Greeks said. But it says they're kind of in limbo there between heaven and earth. But it separates them. It says Samyaza and Azazel. So I don't know. But the church is the ones that gave Lucifer the name Satan. Oh, yeah, okay. Whew. Bet that was fun. Damn. I have the Lesser Key of Solomon, but it's packed. I want to go wherever heck it goes. Me too, Shelly. She's mama. And y'all know, even in Greek mythology, what is the name of that show I've got? I can't remember the name of this stupid movie. But it starts out, there's a war in heaven. And it shows all the angels fighting, drawing their swords. And I have so many of them, y'all, and they're all Greek mythology. So I cannot remember what the name of that movie is. But I had never heard the name Samyaza. But it's not just Samyaza. Some places it's said that it's Sham Yaza. It'll have an H in it. Other religions will call him Azza. There's many, many names. I just happened to pick that one. It was the first one up there in big black bold letters. That QO that you mentioned earlier, Lady Witch, whenever I seen that, it kind of made me, Lexi's right underneath my feet. It kind of made me think that was one of something that it mentioned in there. I don't know. Pretty strange. Hang on a sec, guys. Come on, Turkey. Come on. Come on, Lexi. Come here, baby. Come here. Sorry. But yeah, I'm definitely getting it. ASAP. But like I was saying too about Virgos, the first part of the year, for up until May anyway, it's going to be a really good time. I sure was glad to hear that. As I said in the video before this, though, a lot of times those of us that follow Hecate, sometimes if she knows you're going way too fast or whatever, you will be still. It's like, all right, sit there till you get it figured out. And I tell you, I have definitely done shadow work, and I haven't done any of my spells though. I'm so happy. Good, Shelly. I'm glad. You're a sweetie. I love all y'all. Yeah, she does. She made me. Well, whenever I first got here, I was in such a hurry. It's like, all right, hurry up, get a job, get money, get my own house again. And I just drove myself. And then I got sick. And that really, oh, that was terrible. The way I see it, imagine a big vested diamond. That's the Godhead, the divine, the creator, whatever you want to call it. Then along came humans and shined a light on it. Yep, that's true because, what's the use in having gods if there's nobody to worship them? Or not necessarily worship them, but, all the refractions are the gods. Some of us see the same rainbow, but from it. Yep, it's all a prism. Correct. And the truth about it in the long run is we're not ever going to know it all. I mean, we may once we leave this plane, but as for right now, we can speculate and we can uh, study what's handed down to us. I mean, that's all we have. I mean, just like I love the stories about the Knights Templar. And even they, got tired of it. I mean, like any other organization, it started out with a really good idea, and then you get some chauvinists, think they know it all that just turns it bad. They originally started out, they were fighting for their God. And before you know it, the king himself has them killing. That's all they did was go around killing people. They got tired of it. So, they quit doing it. And then the king had them all thrown in jail or in prison and killed. Yep. I think a few of them escaped, or got away before they were arrested. I can't remember which king it was now. I do so much reading that I get everything all jumbled. Unless I'm going to do a report on it or tell y'all about it, I don't even write it down. So I want to say it was King James, but I'm not sure about that. Uh, they're also supposedly the ones that were guarding the Holy Grail. See, I just gave myself two other ideas for videos. If I can get discussion videos going, if y'all come on and actually talk to me about them, I like the discussion part of it. I mean, what do y'all think the Holy Grail is? Do you think it's an actual chalice? A grail is as a cup. So do you think it was the cup that the disciples drank the blood out of at the Last Supper, like some people do? Or do you think that the Holy Grail was actually the womb of the mother of Jesus's child? Do you think Jesus had actually had a child? It said that he did. Um, in an old text, it very plainly stated that Jesus and Mary Magdalene were married and they had a daughter, and that her name was Sarah. I think the Bible is a metaphor, so I don't think it's a literal child. That's what I'm saying. I think it may have been that the Knights Templar were guarding the secret that Jesus also was married and had a child, and that child um, was the Holy Grail. She was the bloodline of Jesus Christ. And there's also this big old thing going around about the RH factor. If you're RH positive, it's saying that that was the bloodline of Jesus. I don't know. In fact, if you study up on the royalty of England, a lot of them had the RH factor and have. That's why throughout history, you hear of some of the princes, the little boys dying, but they just call it a blood disease. Figures, I'm negative. Me too, Lady Witch. But you know what? My daughter's positive. Yeah. Each time she had one of my grandkids, she had to get the Rogam shot because she's RH positive. I'm negative or positive. I'm positive, I think. I don't know. I think my mom told me I was O positive or O negative. I'm O negative. My daddy's was O negative, but my mother is AB positive. So I don't know what the hell I am. I have blood. That's all I know. But the Holy Grail could have been the fact that they were protecting the baby. I mean, can you imagine what some of them crazed people might have done to that baby back in them days? I mean, it might have been a big damn circus. It's whatever makes your life better. And this is an encouragement and makes you function every day. That is all that matters. Do as you will so long as you aren't harming yourself or worrying about you. Just be your own. Proud. Adar knows what I mean. Sorry, I never hit enter 10 minutes ago. Dan, you're a mess. And where the hell that come from anyway? We're philosophizing. We're trying to figure this stuff out. There was something about RH levels that could tell whether or not you were of the bloodline of witches, but I can't remember. Yeah, I heard that. I don't even have any idea what that might be. Yeah. That is correct, Shelley. Shelley. But if you're see you guys now, I'm in nursing and I never can keep this, but I don't ever deal with it. Um, I just there's never a cause for me to know this, so I forget it all the time. That is what the positive and negative is for, right? If like per se, if you're O negative, that means you are negative for the RH factor. If you're O positive, you're positive for the RH factor, right? All that shit confuses me. My daughter can tell me because she has to deal with it all the time. She's had 4 kids, but I just I don't know. Because my daddy's a negative and my mom is a positive, so that would make me a positive. I've got no clue. Well, I've studied on it, and my daughter's explained it the way her doctor explained it to her, and then I just can't ever keep up with it. So I honestly don't know. I don't know. Oh, and also, um, I don't know if I should say his name or not. I guess I better not. It's just a protein attached to your blood that works with your immune system, but I don't know how to determine if you're positive or negative. Well, yeah, I mean, if you have the if you have the RH factor, then you're positive. If you don't, then you're a negative. But I just don't. I don't remember. I don't know. I'll sit here and give myself a headache trying to figure it out. But they say Jesus's bloodline um, was RH positive, something like that. And they also say that people that are royalty are uh, RH positive. But now, back in the way earlier days in royalty, they literally married into their own family to keep, the bloodline um, straight. They'd marry their second cousin or whatever, however they did it. And in the modern times, well, say for instance, Princess Diana, she wasn't royalty. Um, so she wouldn't have had RH positive. I don't know. See how my brain goes? It just starts going. I don't know. I don't know. Holy guacamole, that was confusing. And you know what? I mean, I'm in nursing and I do medications and I can remember how to turn, milliliters into milligrams and vice versa, and do this happy math to get this dose and what have you. But I do it all the time, so it's easy for me. Messing with this RH stuff, I don't know. I guess I don't have it because I never had to get a ROGAM shot when I was carrying my children. So I've asked I knew my daddy wouldn't know. My daddy was one of them people that, just didn't go to doctors. But my mom is a nurse and she can't remember what uh, blood type I am either. But she says, I think your daddy was O negative and mama's AB positive. So that would make me a negative. Whatever I am, I would be negative. A negative and a positive is a negative. If you didn't get the shot, you are positive. Huh. Shit. I didn't get no shot. I didn't get the ROGAM shot when I was pregnant. But my daughter had to get it every time. And I don't know what her daddy was. What type of blood he had. I guess I need to just go get my blood typed, huh? I mean, I think everybody that should be on your birth certificate. I don't know why it's not. I mean, that's pretty important information that people need to know. My doctor loved amniocentesis tests, so I got oh wow. Whew. Yeah, I never had one of them. I've seen the needle though. I don't even think you call it a needle, you can call it a sword. Whew. Sucker's long. It reminds me of the deal that they do liposuction with, how they my. Well, I guess Dan left. He probably went to bed. He's got to work tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really excited to get that book. Maybe it'll elaborate more on the Samyaza thing. Ow, Lexi, quit. She's biting my ankles. Oh, you're still there? Hey, well, you ain't said nothing. I lost somebody. Shelly, you still here? Lady Blumwolf? Somebody's gone. Me and Lady Witch, I know she's here, and Dan's here. Shelly probably left. She usually don't stay very long. Or maybe it's Lady Blumwolf. Absorbing what? Us just yammering. Okay. There's Shelly. Okay, so yeah, it's Lady Blind Wolf that left. Or sometimes she gets disconnected too and she pops back on. I can do a card pull. Y'all want me to? There's not many here, so. If I can get Lexi out from underneath my feet here so I can move. Okay. Is there anything specific you want to know, Shelly? You had asked me earlier, so. Well, yeah, Dan, I know you. Why you say that? Okay, hang on a second. Wonderful mother, I could tell you. Please got these cards and answer these questions. Okay. Is there anything you want to know specifically, Shelly, or you just want a general reading? I guess the cards will tell me anyway, won't they? And I'm going to find my true love. Boy, isn't that the age-old question? They don't exist. Give it up. Oh, there's one. Well, got the Seven of Pentacles. That's a good card to start with, isn't it? Yeah. So have you come into any kind of money lately, or are you fixing to, or have you saved up money for something specific? Well, that's what I'm doing. You have? Okay, because you got the Seven of Pentacles. So let's see what the next deal is. Let's see here. Six of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Well, so far it looks like, yeah, you're gonna have some money. But you know, it doesn't necessarily mean like, you know how the coins are. Prosperity of some sort. Well, if you'll throw this other card out, that's not it. Well, it's deciding here. Almost. There we go. Wow. Okay. So there's going to be some changes go on with you, right? You're okay as far as money goes right now, or you're not suffering. You might have just a tad less with the Six of Pentacles, or you well, if you're going through a divorce, then you're probably going to have to give something up or split something. Heaven knows I've been there. And then I got the King of Swords. So, um, it could be abundance in life. Yep. Either way, it's looking pretty good for you. And that right along behind him, there's the King of Swords. So you are in control. You're probably in control of all of this. You're probably making the decisions on, what you want, and pretty much being the boss about right now. And it looks pretty good. You're in control. That's exactly what this King of Swords is. Even your emotions are okay. So you're very okay with this divorce. I feel like you're even a little bit excited about it, so you can, do something different and go on with your life. You're ready to get started. Woo! Damn. 33 years. Holy shit. Might as well have just stayed with him. Wow. Man, I could never make anything last all that long. Well, my last relationship, Dan there, I was with him longer than I was with anyone. It's a long ass time, chick. Yeah, 9.5 years. Oh, Shelly, I'm so sorry. These men are such. Oh, can't say that word on YouTube, but I guess I can. I have stipulations on mine. You watch mine. I have no one under 18 and blah blah blah, because I'll get flagged all the time because I can't watch my mouth. Uh, Sometimes things just slip, or I talk about things that I'm not supposed to. YouTube is getting so strict. I mean, there's a lot of words you can't say. Money went to his head. He's 63 years old. How old are you, Shelly? You're my age, aren't you? And I bet he went and got a younger woman, didn't he? What in the hell does a 63-year-old man want with a real young girl? I know, skunks playing with kittens. You'll get Facebook jail. I'm talking about YouTube. I thought we're too far apart. I'm 55. August what? Mine's in August too. Well, and the thing is, I'm sorry, Dan. I gotta get on the man thing a minute. Just be patient with me. I'll get off of it. The thing is, they go get these younger, immature, stupid ass girls, and then they decide they're not happy with them either. It's like, friggin' They're just stupid. Now, see, that's what I'm saying. What in the hell does he want with a 25-year-old girl? Yours is, oh, August 25th. Mine's August 26th. Dan there is, his is August 31st. Us Virgos, all three of us here, and it says that the first of the years, first part of the year is going to be really good for us. I'm holding them to it. Oh, Shelly, so that's what you were talking about whenever you said things weren't, when you talked to me the other day on text. You didn't elaborate, but I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah. Well, I just seen that 25 at first. It didn't have the August in front of it yet. So I thought, what the hell does he want with a 25? I don't know. I just don't get it. So, I mean, are you okay with it? I mean, I know you're not okay with it, but damn, that's a long time. 33 years. Good God. Wow. That's a long time. Mm-mm. Okay, good. Well, look at it this way, sweetie. In all honesty, they don't change. So, whatever chicks latched onto him now, it's going to be the same. He's not going to change. She'll probably go, what the hell did I grab onto that for? I'm just glad you're okay. I mean, I know it's a big change. I mean, you get used to being in the same house with someone and sleeping in the same bed, and I don't know, when they're not there anymore, all of a sudden everything's just weird. You're welcome. Respect to that, but 9.5 was good for me, though being best friends till death helps. Yep, 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 it is. Yeah, I don't. Neither one of us had been with anyone as long as we were together, huh? He's wearing his mask of love, bombing to other girls. They can have him. See, that's the way to look at it too. It's like, boy, that's a dumb broad. She don't have any idea what she's getting into, and you know all the secrets. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Yep. I don't know. In all honesty, I mean, I always wanted to be married and have my little family, my home, and it just never worked out that way. I mean, I got married all right. My first marriage was a joke. I married the biggest whore in town. Male whore. That didn't last long at all. We weren't even married 3 years total. And then I was divorced like 18 years before I remarried. And that one only lasted like 5 years. But he was too bossy, you know. He wasn't like that when we were just seeing each other, but once we got married, it was like he just had to rule everything. I couldn't even decorate my own damn house because he was like, well, don't you think that picture would look better over here? It's like, why don't you get back in that truck and go to work and let me decorate this house? You sweep me away. Yeah, you did that. It was like being in a whitewater river all from then on. It's okay. Do you want me to do a reading for you, Dan? There's one other person here. I don't know who it is, though. Unless the Lady Witch is still here. You want me to do a reading for you, Dan? Yeah, Shelly. Yeah, okay. I thought it was you, sweetheart. Do you want a reading, Lady Witch? Dan? Y'all tell me. Da-da-da. Dum-da-da. Dum-da-da. I have time. Hell, I ain't got nothing to do. I've already been on here 2.5 hours. Okay, let's see. Do you have anything specific you might want to know? It was too late. The card decided for you. Wow. Just going to go ahead and draw all 3 of them. Nope. Oh my gosh. So are you investing something? Have you been saving money? I'm back. How to get Thor. Well, it's looking pretty dang good, girl. Oh my gosh, you are almost getting the same reading as Shelly. Wow, this is weird. Got the 8 of Pentacles. You must have been working this year, right? Really, I mean, you've done something. There she is. Well, I know I've got 4 people on here. Why is it telling me I only got 2? Anyway, Lady Witch, you got the 8 of Pentacles. So you've been doing something right, but it's not done yet because now I got the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever you've been doing, you've done a good job. If you're planning on doing something specific with this money, it would be a good time to do it. If you're wanting to invest, go for it. If you've been saving it up specifically to buy something, there you go. Or if you just want to keep saving it. But you've done something right. It's if you haven't got it yet, you're going to. Uh, it may be, it's going to be really good. We got something with movement here. Are you thinking about moving? Or going on a trip? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to be like some big, huge, major trip, like to the Bahamas or anywhere, or are you planning a little trip or doing something? Because I have the Five of Swords here. Are you maybe even going to move? I see movement. Whether it means going on a vacation, a mini vacation, or moving to a different house, or some sort of movement. Well, I see you on it. I mean, I see you going on it. Everything seems to be in order. I mean, you've already have this saved up. You're going to get a little more. I mean, you got the 10 of Pentacles, so go for it. Well, y'all got some good readings. That's pretty awesome. I shouldn't turn them upside down. No, I didn't. You're welcome. You did it for yourself. You're the one that's been working towards it. Any cards about the whole landlord situation? All right, we'll see. Landlord. Landlord. Whoa. It tried. There he is. There's one. Okay, I got the Six of Cups. Yeah, there was definitely hang on, let me get a follow-up card here so it can elaborate on it. We got the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Five of Wands. It's kind of hard for me to read yours, Lady Blind Wolf, because I already know what all's going on with you. You know? But it's kind of running about along the same lines. The Six of Cups is showing that, about, the emotions and the ups and downs, about everything you've been through since you've been in that apartment. But it wasn't, too horribly bad. Now that with this 5 of Wands, it's showing your battle that you're going through right now with them. So let's see an outcome. What's going to be the outcome? Well, I got the 8 of Swords, or you did. Okay, so I'm trying to not think about what I already know and just see what these say. Um, I'm seeing that honestly that could drag out for a little while. You see, it's kind of like you're going to be stuck there for a little while. Let's see if how. Hang on, let me get another one. Okay. Yeah, because they went and filed a continuance after we filed. I forget what it is. We're counterclaiming after we filed the counterclaim. Continuance. Well, from what I'm seeing right here, I think that because for the follow-up card, I got the Queen of Swords. So it looks to me like y'all are going to be moving. Kid just got a job at Purdue and we need that 6 months. That's what I was just fixing to say. I just said before you put that up there, it looks like y'all are going to be moving. But the Queen of Swords shows that y'all will have a plan. You'll be in control of the move. You won't just be put on the street. Because this right here shows to me all the crap that, y'all went through for the last year that I know of. All the battles and so yeah. Y'all save your money. And I don't want to be hateful to the landlords or whatever, because it can go against you as far as of course, if you're made to move, it's going to be against you anyway. I don't know that I would pay rent. I mean, you don't have to do what I say, but I know that money is tight with everybody now, and it's going to be hard to save money and move too, and pay bills. You know what I mean? And pay the rent there. Okay. Um, that's what the Queen of Swords is telling me. You already have this, pretty much in hand. So follow your game plan. Do not deviate. Save your money up. Dan, are you still here? Did you want me to read for you before I put these up? He's still here. Plan if we win, we have a plan if we lose. Well, that's good. Oh, okay. All right. Let me get him back out here. Dan the man. What do we got for him today? Is there anything you want specifically know? I mean, do you have a question or something you want answered, or you just want me to read them? Whoa, that one flew out at me. Two of them. Wow. Okay. Let me get this other card here if it'll pop out at me. Yeah. Wow, you got, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You got three major arcana cards. Now, I'm not quite sure how far back this is going to take me here. Okay, you got the strength card. So, I mean, and I know you're a pretty strong person anyway, but you've been trying really hard, and you're keeping your spirits up. You're doing it, which I already know that. I talk to you all the time. Now, you also got the Chariot. You've got a game plan, right? I don't know. I see you moving. I don't know. I don't know why this card popped up. It's kind of weird for it to pop up like this. And then we have karma. This card right here can be good or bad. It just all depends on what you've put out, what you've been doing. You know what karma is. Whatever you've been putting out is about to come back to you. it could be, I know you've been working a lot, so maybe your boss might help you with do something else. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Um, if you've been done somebody wrong or cheated someone, it's going to come back. You know what karma does, and I don't have to explain karma to you. But this is what you've been working for. The chariot is where you're at now, and I'm not understanding this chariot. Here, I'm gonna clarify that, because if that's what I think it is, I can't see it happening. I mean, but see, I got to keep that out of there. Not worried there. I already suffer from one incident other than that, all positive. Well, that's good. I mean, not that you're suffering from one incident, but that it's better now. But that chariot's really messing with me, because are you see, I hate to ask these questions with there's only one other person here, I guess. I don't know who it is, but um I need a clarification here on what this is. I'm not sure. You're not, well, now I got the Knight of Wands. Ah, that's weird. Of course, you would be the tough one, huh? Like I said, it's hard for me to know to do things for these for people that I really know, and I talk to you every day. So, are you planning on moving, or is somebody else planning on moving in with you? Because I'm seeing that it's a thought. Okay, so I mean, are you when if you this opportunity, are would you be moving in with someone else or into another place by yourself? The reason I'm asking is because this wow, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like your emotions right now are kind of, I'll put it this way. Okay, you got the strength card by self or you. So yeah, self opportunity with job by self or you. So yeah, so what do you mean or me? Oh, oh. Well, you're gearing up strength to do something. You're uh kind of gathering up courage. I'll have $1,500, and I'm ready. Anyway, you're getting up. You're getting the courage up to do something. Yeah. But then I got the Chariot, which just kind of threw a wrench in that because the Chariot's a pretty strong card. And when I asked for clarification, because after the Chariot, I got Karma. Okay, just be careful whatever you're doing. Okay. I hate to say that because if it involves me, then and karma, when the karma card came up, I mean, it could be a good thing too. Karma's not always bad. Everybody thinks karma, oh my God. No, it's not. If you've been good and nice and it can be good. Karma. The Chariot is a strong card. It shows that there's a major thought processing and you're determined. Because the Wand, I mean, there's emotion there too. It's a start. Because it's the Knight of Wands, covering the Chariot. I have great fringe benefits at work. You have great fringe benefits at work? I don't even want to know. But overall, I mean, you've been thinking, and you've been trying to get courage up to do something. I don't know if it's maybe trying to improve your situation, but you don't know if you can do it, or it could be, I don't know. It has something to do with improving your life. You've been thinking on it, and you don't know how to do. Just don't go off charging and jumping too soon. But I think TVs, computers, just all free. Well, your truck wasn't free. You paid him for that. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good. Yeah. I don't know. I had a boss one time like that, Marilyn. Well, just be careful because that Chariot showed up. I mean, that's not a bad card at all, but I just don't know why it showed up there. I got a new tarot deck too. It's the same, the Witch's Tarot, but they're bigger cards. I mean, I ordered the same ones, but they're almost as big as, well, maybe not, but they're bigger than these. And I like my smaller cards. I don't like the big old cards. Unless it's an oracle deck, and then it's okay. But well, y'all, I've been on here for 3 hours. Don't bother me, though. It's not like I'm doing anything. I've played that game like, I don't know, probably 20 times already. No, I just got the 2, but they're the same deck. My 10 of Pentacles kind of got bent. I mean, it still works. You know, I can still shuffle them really good, but I just decided I wanted to get a new Witch's Tarot deck, and I got one, and it's, no, these are bigger. Let me show you. Go get them. And I got these not too long after I moved. Well, I got them this summer. I love my box they come in, though. It's pretty cool. Come here. Well, I'll have to get them all out, I don't guess. But see the difference? These are like as big as oracle cards, and I didn't know that. See, here's the ones I have. And this is the new one. A lot bigger. I don't guess it matters, but and they didn't come with a bag either. I like to keep them in the bag so I don't have to carry the box around. I was like, what's in there? I forgot I put my crystal in there to keep them cleared. Shut up. They do when I'm sitting here trying to shuffle. Turd. See, I can't hardly shuffle these. I can't do like this and yeah. Shelly. I guess Lady Blind Wolf left too. Lady Witch and Lady Blind Wolf. Oh, you know what? I don't remember this card being in my other deck. Unless it's just called something different. The shadow side. You should do the video thing where we all see. What do you mean where you... Oh, you mean where we're all on the screen? I've actually wanted to do that, but I don't know how to do it. You know me. I don't remember this shadow side in my other deck. Yeah, like what's his name did. Aiden. Yeah. I don't know how to do it. He did it for me the last time. I think you have to call them and then I don't know. Shelly, do you know how to do that? I'm so glad you're on here, Shelly. I hadn't got to talk to you in a long time. Well, I know you texted me the other day, but you don't know how to do it? Okay. Okay, now I'm curious, so while we talk, I gotta go through and uh I love this box, so you know me and boxes. And this thing right here is a magnet. It just snaps back. You still here, Dan? No, I've got no clue. Yeah, me either. Well, that bugs me because I know I didn't have no shadow side card in this tarot deck. Oh, I'll bet you they switched that. I don't know. We'll see. The world, the sun. That bugs me. Empress, the wheel of the year. Oh, yeah, I did. I just never get it. I very rarely draw that card for me or anybody else. That's why I was like, where'd that come from? You're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad to see you again and get to talk to you. I think I'm probably going to get off here. I've been on here for 3 hours. I'm going to try to come on here like every day now, though, especially after the first year. It's one of my resolutions. I need to figure out something to come on here and get my YouTube channel going good again. Well, there you are. I'm about to get off here though, Dan. I mean, if you still want to talk or whatever, I can call you or you can call me. Or are you ready to go to bed? Shelly, I love you, girl. Oh, I didn't put that. I'll put it in here. You going to bed, Dan? I'm excited about my new book I'm going to get now. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to try to come on here every night for a while. I'm going to try. No promises. It depends on how quiet the house is and if, I'm going to try to get different subjects going. I liked discussing the Book of Enoch tonight. I really did. I enjoyed that. Do you have to work in the? I know you got to work in the morning, don't you, Dan? I gotta go get a Dr. Pepper. All right. Well, I love you, Shell, and I will talk to you in a minute, Dan. Good night, sweetheart. Dan, what do you mean, not this minute? No. Okay. Do you want me to call or not? Yes or no? Because now I'm getting confused. I gotta get a pot. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off here then, and I'll call you. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah. See how I am? Okay, I'll do that. All right, y'all. Love you lots. Talk to you later.